Hello and welcome to Mother Healing. So today what we're doing is we're going to pull a card from Mother Mary, we're going to pull a question from our mother and see what we need to really focus on today and heal and all the power that we can bring in. So we're going to start with a message from the Messages of Grace book. So what do we need to know today? It says it's time to spread your wings and explore new things. If you want to experience something different, you may have to do something differently. If you wait until you feel fully ready for something, you may always have reason to hold yourself back and so be waiting forever. Let your heart guide you now and know that some of the best things happen and occur when you step outside of your comfort zone. I am here for you and I urge you to ask us for whatever support you need. Not sure if we've done that message before during this series, but everything happens for a reason if we have. So this is also, it's a Monday. As I do this in real time, you may be checking out this video on another day. But whatever day it is when you're tuning into this, the time is now. So the message coming through from your mother energetically and from your angels and guides is that it's time to do you. It's time to go on an adventure, to do new things and to find your way. And I feel this will really resonate with anyone ready to begin again. If you're thinking about following your mission now, if you want to work on service, if you want a new job, if you want to move house, if you want a new beginning with your twin flame, this is where we are. We're currently at the precipice of a new beginning. So it's like we're at a crossroads energy in our life, working out what to do, finding out what's next, being given guided action steps to take. And I feel whatever the question is, whatever this messages today is going to bring in a healing. It's going to help us to move forward towards our dreams. So I've got a little bag here with all these channeled messages in. So what's the question today from your mum? Here it is. And remember, it doesn't matter if your mum is living or passed over, you're still going to be able to do this series. Doesn't matter what type of relationship you have or have had or have now, you're still going to be able to do these messages. So that's the message coming through. And then I'm going to pull a card from Mother Mary. So what does Mother Mary want to say? Wow. Interesting. Quite a few cards come out here. And, I've been saying, wow, Mother Mary just giving us one card. Today we have 4 cards. Very powerful. And then I'm going to go into this bag down here and pull a card from this other deck here. So what do we need to know? Okay. So the question today, and this question is for you to ponder on, something for you to ask yourself. This is something your mum has channeled to you through her energy, and it's something, to focus on, whether you want to talk out loud to your mum about this, if you visualize a presence with you, or you want to use your book and write it down. I've got my little book here, and I've been doing gratitude in every day too. So you may want to start by writing down 10 things you're grateful for, and then doing your homework. So the question today is this: what things would you teach your own children based on your upbringing? Wow. So in other words, this is saying, what would you teach others about the things you've learned through your life? What would you do differently? And I feel that your mum is saying to you, I know that I didn't do everything right. I know that things could have been a lot different. I could have taught you different things and helped you to improve and become more spiritual. But now, knowing what you know now, how would you do it differently? How would you teach your own children based on your own upbringing and the things you know now, your spiritual path? What would you teach them? What would you do? How would you show them the way? And a lot of you will have children. And maybe you're thinking about the way you've brought them up or the way you help them to see the world now. Because the way we see things now and the way we saw things as a child or a teenager is very different. And your mum is interested and curious as to what you would do. It's like she's saying to you, I know how I did it. I know some things were good, some things were bad. But what would you do differently? Let me know. Talk to me about it. How do you intend to bring up your children if you intend to have children? If you have children now, how is their upbringing being affected by what you've learned along the years? So this is also about how we bring in peace and spirituality to others and how we lead with love. and we focus on love, not fear, and we also guide others to be themselves. So I feel you may say, well, I would teach my children to follow their heart and be who they want to be. Because a lot of us, let's be honest, we were forced into doing things or shown a different path than we wanted to be on. And we had to work really hard to get here and now, thinking society meant doing it that way. I remember when I told my mum and dad all those years ago that I didn't want to go to college. It caused uproar because my sister had gone to college and then on to university, and she was always the one with a high-powered job. And I was the one working in a bar or doing podium dancing or doing hairdressing or whatever I was doing. So, we don't always do what we're meant to do. Well, we always do what we're meant to do, but we don't always do what others think we're meant to do. That's the point I'm making. And if your mum maybe in the past, said to you, oh, you should have done this or you should have done that, or trying to make you do things differently, she's apologising for that today. And she's saying, now I want to know how you do it differently. What values and morals and all of your thoughts you're bringing into other people's lives and the lives of your children. What would you do? So Mother Mary is going to really answer this too. So we've got honesty. So Mother Mary is saying honesty. So I feel you may say, well, I would teach my children honesty. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. So you know your truth regarding this situation. So this can bring up pain, even anger, when you think, well, I'd do it a lot differently than you did. You may be thinking about the way your mum brought you up or things that she said or did that you do differently. I remember once, I went to a party. I was only young. I went to a party at my friend's house. And, she lived in a different part of town than us. And I remember at the time, this is years and years ago, and I was so excited. I was having a sleepover there. I was really enjoying myself. And my mum and dad turned up and said, oh, your sister's come from somewhere and you need to come home. And I got all excited. I left the party and I got home and no one was there. And he said, oh, we just didn't want you staying there. And I was like, why? Why? I was having fun, and because it was in a different part of town. And these are crazy things, crazy things that we go through as a kid. And we think, wow, we learn through that everybody is equal. And it doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have. It's being kind and loving that matters. So Mother Mary is saying, I'm sure you would bring your children up to be honest and to be open and to speak their truth. And also to be quiet at times. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. So it's okay to be silent at times. It's okay to process things. And we learn this too as a twin flame because, we think there's something wrong if our divine masculine goes silent or he isn't communicating. And it's okay to have those quiet times. We need those quiet times too to reflect on things and process. And maybe you'd bring up your children to be able to have moments of silence or solitude where they can go within and work themselves and things out. Action. You may also guide them to take action. Today I take action related to the priorities that I've previously put off. So maybe you'd bring your children up saying, don't put things off. Go for what you want. Do what you want to do. Follow your dreams. But most importantly, focus on joy. By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God for my life. So when we enjoy each moment fully, we give thanks to the Creator. Joy is the most important thing. So maybe you'd bring more joy into your children's lives than maybe you had in your upbringing. Maybe you had quiet times where your mum or your dad weren't there for you and you had to make your own entertainment. I know I did. But that gave me a lot of power because it helped me to use my imagination and to become my own best friend even at an early age. So there's many ways we can incorporate joy, honesty, silence, quiet, action, and, these things into everything we build and grow as a human being, whether that's ourselves or our children or others. And the message is you can't please everyone. Very powerful because it's true. So also, knowing that is power, because all we have to do is be ourselves. And you can see that the zebra is a lot different than the horses. And the zebra has power. It's all about freedom. The zebra and the horse are very similar in their looks, but they're totally different animals. So he says, when you're focused on living up to other people's standards, you aren't spending enough time raising your own. So I feel that, you bring your children up, or you have brought your children up to do what they want to do and live their own life, and not have to conform or fit in to be like someone else, or to do what, people say. And I feel this is a big sign that, a lot of us try to fit in with society, or what our mother or our father said we should be doing. Try to satisfy them instead of satisfying ourselves. And this is really about taking control and following your own lead. Some folks expect you to act a certain way and march to the beat of their beating and their boring drum. They find safety in sameness, but you have beautiful music inside of you. Your flair is meant to be shared. Don't shrink to fit in or to get approval. Instead, dump your need to please and just be your magnificent self. So I feel you would teach your own children to be their own magnificent self, and to create the music that's inside of them, and to share their creativity and their flair with the world, and to be authentic. So I feel that, you'd be in acceptance of however they are, no matter what or who they become. So this is reminding you of that. And I feel your mum is saying to you, I'm sorry if I held you back. I'm sorry if I made you do things that you didn't want to do. I'm sorry if I pushed you into a career or a situation that you weren't happy about. I'm sorry if I made you, become somebody else. But really, in spiritual truth, everything you went through made you who you are today. Think about it this way. If you hadn't gone through those experiences, would you be here now? Would you have gathered the strength and courage to go your own way and do your own thing and find your own feet? So everything has purpose. So this is also about forgiving your mum about things like that, things that she may have done that may have put you down what you saw at the time as a path you didn't want to go down, or doing something other than what you wanted to do. Like taking me out to that party when I was having fun and joy and I felt miserable then. Forgive everything that may have impacted you that still affects you now. Realise it's all grown and made you stronger, but it's also allowing you to help others, because you are a leader of love and a pioneer of truth. So whether you have children or you don't, you are still inspiring to others by living your joy every single day, by focusing on joy and gratitude and peace every day, by being honest and bringing honesty into your life and living that life in action, and having time to process and to know that that's okay. And also to living life your way, for being different, for stepping out of the crowd and becoming the leader that you were born to be. So your mum is saying, I'm sorry about the past. Let's make it a better future where you can be the person that you truly came here to be. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.